Hi, I'm Leonie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking about 10 things I no longer buy since adopting a more minimalist lifestyle. So if you'd like to find out what those things are, then just keep watching. For starters, I no longer buy things that are on sale. Now the reason for this is that often when things are on sale, you almost have to talk yourself into them a little bit. Often they are not exactly what you would have bought if you were going out with the intention of buying something. Don't get me wrong, I love a bargain, but I don't specifically nowadays go out hunting for sale items alone. If something that I love and I had intended to buy anyway is on sale, that's a different matter. But actually making a conscious decision to shop sale items is something that I will absolutely no longer do. Another thing that I don't buy is knickknacks. Now, it's so easy to wander into a little store and see a whole lot of cute bits and pieces and pick them up because they're not very expensive and they're kind of cool, but the problem is you end up with loads and loads of little cute things that don't really serve any purpose. I also no longer buy things that I don't really truly love. And I think for me, it's about breaking the habit of just buying something because I really like it. Unless I really love it and can see it fitting into my life for years to come, I won't buy it. If I'm tempted to buy something, I usually ask myself two questions first. Would I buy it if it was double the price? And would I be interested in buying it in, say, a year's time? If the answer isn't yes to both of those questions, I can enjoy it, but I will move on without buying it. So I really, truly need to absolutely love something before I'll buy it. I also don't buy cleaning products anymore. I've been making my own natural cleaning products for about probably a year now, and I just find it really easy. Cleaning products are toxic, they're also really expensive, and you tend to buy lots of different products for lots of different areas when really if you make your own, one or two products will pretty much cover off every part of your home. So no longer buying loads of cleaning products is certainly great for minimizing clutter and saving dollars at the same time. I also never buy magazines anymore, which is kind of ironic for me given that I spent over 20 years working in magazines and editing some of New Zealand's top-selling magazines. But for me, there is just nothing that I can't find online anymore. So I suppose I also got tired of buying magazines, I think because I was in the habit of buying magazines and they would just stack up on my bedside table or on the coffee table, and they'd make me feel guilty because I wasn't actually getting to them. And so it was just a waste of money with buying magazines that I really wasn't reading. I also no longer buy cookbooks, and I used to love buying cookbooks, and I think I would get almost as much pleasure just flicking through the pages of a cookbook as I would cooking something out of the book. But what I did find was I would have stacks of cookbooks and I would rarely actually use them as a cooking reference. So it really didn't make sense for me to flick through them kind of like I would a magazine and treat them almost like a disposable commodity, but yet hang on to them for years and years. So I no longer buy cookbooks. If I want a recipe, I Google it. I also no longer buy bottles and bottles of health supplements, so vitamins and minerals, because what I did find was I would buy things because I felt that I needed to take them or supplement my diet. And I, in the end, would just keep storing them in the kitchen and forget to take them, and then I'd sort of question whether I actually really needed them or not. But a couple of months ago, I discovered a company here in New Zealand, and I'm sure there are similar companies around the world, and they're called Wondermans. And what they do is they have a website that you can go on to, fill out a questionnaire, and they then prescribe you with supplements to help you reach your own wellness goals, I suppose. And so then the supplements come pre-packaged in your daily dosage. So there's absolutely no waste. You know exactly what you need to be taking every day. And it's a subscription service. So basically you get resupplied every month, and you can retake the test if you feel like you need to change up your vitamins or if your health goals have have changed. And so I love this because there's just no wastage anymore. I'm also really conscious of not buying duplicates of things. And it's really easy to do, I think, especially with home decor. Things like vases or dinnerware or, yeah, crockery, that sort of thing, where you can buy pieces because you love them, but you end up with 10 vases, and let's face it, we just don't need that many vases, and we don't need duplicates of things that are practical items. Certainly I don't feel like I need duplicates because they just take up space and I just don't use them enough to actually warrant continuing to buy them. So I'm really mindful of making sure that I don't buy duplicates. I don't buy things that I already have one of. I also don't buy a lot of food items. Now what I mean by this is if a recipe calls for a specific spice or a specific type of oil, I really try and see if I can find a dupe for that or something that I actually have in my pantry that I could use instead of it. Now the reason for this is because I used to buy everything that was listed in a recipe, and I would find that my cupboards would be filled with products that I basically very rarely used, if at all, and I'd end up wasting them and throwing them out because they'd passed their use by date. So I'm really careful of not buying duplicate food products that perhaps I have bought for a specific recipe, and unless I know that I'm going to use them all the time in my general day-to-day cooking, I don't buy them, and I just try and find something that I can use instead of them. I also don't buy makeup wipes and disposable cotton pads to remove my makeup. Instead of makeup wipes, I think cleansing balms work brilliantly. They are great to remove any eye makeup, mascara. They just work so incredibly well. Most of them are pretty natural as well, which I love. Now, instead of buying disposable cotton pads and cotton balls and that type of product to remove my makeup, I now use makeup removal towels, which can be used for weeks and weeks and weeks before they need to be replaced. The one that I use is called Take It Off, and it's super soft, and you can actually use this towel on its own and it removes all of your makeup, so there's no need for any makeup remover or cleansing balm. I kind of like to do a little bit of a double cleanse, so I do like using cleansers as well, and then I use the makeup removal towel. I think I just like my face to be squeaky clean, but I no longer use any disposable makeup removing products. Anyway, that's it from me today. Thanks so much for watching. And if you have things that you no longer buy because you're trying to lead a more minimalist lifestyle, I'd love to hear about them, so pop them in the comments below. It would be great to hear what you guys are no longer buying as well. And if you did like this video, I would love you to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel for more, and I look forward to catching you in the next one. Bye for now.